What's up everyone and welcome to a mod overview on Witchery. So Witchery is a mod in Minecraft that allows you to pretty much be a witch. And you can do lots of interesting things, lots of PvP based things, like you can curse your friends, you can use voodoo on your friends, so there's a lot to it. It's quite in depth, there's lots of aspects to it, so let's get right into it. So in order to get started with Witchery, you're going to want to break some tall grass. Because Witchery adds quite a few seeds. Let's see if I can get one. That's a Minecraft seed. There we go. I got a water artichoke seed. So as you can see, there's about 5 different ones that you'll get from breaking tall grass. And you're going to need these. You're going to plant them. And you're going to get quite a few different flowers from them. So actually, let me plant some for you real fast. Let's get a hoe. Should probably get some water down. So if I do snowbell, water artichoke has to be planted on water, wolfsbane, belladonna, and the mandrake. So those are the 4 different seeds. If you grow them, you see they grow. And this just harvest and you'll get water artichoke globes from these ones. From snowbell, you will get snowballs, but also a chance to get an icy needle. Yeah, I'll talk about those in a little bit. Wolfsbane, you grow it, and you have a chance to get wolfsbane. Or it might be guaranteed, not too sure. Anyways, belladonna, you grow, and you get a belladonna flower. Also some more seeds. Mandrake. Mandrake's the interesting one. What happens is whenever you break it during the day, you have a chance to summon... Ah, we didn't get it. Gotta do it again. You have a chance to summon a mandrake. So you have a chance to summon a mandrake. And mandrakes are the worst. They'll run around, they don't attack you, they're just really annoying and they give you nausea, as you can see. So you just want to kill them real fast as you can, if you can hit them. There we go. Okay, and then when you kill them, you have the chance to get the mandrake root. The mandrake root is the flower that you get, essentially. Alright, so turn this back to peaceful for now, so no mobs bother us. So now with these seeds, you can create farms and get all the seeds built up. And with the seeds, you're going to want to make yourself some anointing paste. So this is just the 4 seeds minus the wolfsbane. Wolfsbane isn't too useful, but it's still something that generates, so just be aware of it. And what you're going to do is you're going to find a cauldron, and you're just going to right click on it with the anointing paste, and you will get the witch's cauldron. So the witch's cauldron you're going to need for a lot of things. And by the way, there are a ton of books in Witchery, as you can see. So if you just search for Witchery, you'll see there's a ton of them in here. So you can just craft all these, so be sure to just do so. And it will teach you pretty much everything you need to know, but I'm going through it. So we'll refer back to them because there's a lot of recipes that if you don't have the wiki up, they are in the book. So I'll know that these exist and refer back to them whenever you need them. Especially like the circle magic one. That's a large book, has lots to it. So anyways, the cauldron, what you need to do is get yourself some netherrack, and we're going to put a fire underneath. Boom. There we go. So witch's cauldron runs, you need to boil it, obviously, you're a witch. And what you have to do is you have to fill it up with some water. So you can either dump 3 buckets of of water into it. So 1, see it was a little bit in it, 2, and 3, and it will start to fill, and you see it starting to boil. You can pump into it if you have a mod that allows you to pump liquids into the cauldron. That does work as well. And anyways, the way this works is you just have to toss the ingredients in, and you'll get what's required out of it. So the main thing you're going to want to get from this is mutandis. So mutandis can be gotten by a mandrake root, which you saw me get, exhale of the horned one, and egg. So mandrake you saw, exhale the horned one you have to get in a witch's oven. So a witch's oven, pretty easy to make. It's mostly iron based recipe. Oops. Witch's oven. Okay. So mostly just requires iron. Yeah, as you can see. And what it does is it will take some fuel and some clay jars, which are also pretty easy to make. You make soft clay jars out of just clay. Toss them in. And what they can do is it has a chance to capture the magic from burning certain saplings. So you saw we needed exhale of the horned one. So exhale of the horned one can be gotten by smelting an oak sapling. Yeah. So all you gotta do is get yourself some oak saplings, which I'm sure you have no problem finding, and start smelting them up. And you'll see that there's a chance that you will get a exhale of the horned one as this smelts. So let's see if we get it. And you also get some wood ash. Wood ash will be used in a little bit. Hey, look, we got one. So it's a small chance. I think it's like 30 or so, something like that. But if you add fume funnels, and see, more iron, you place them to the side or on top. Oops, I want to put it on top. Because on top it looks pretty cool. Yeah, see, nice. You can only have 2 of them, and it will increase your chances, as I said, to get more of the ingredients. So keep in mind that every different type of sapling has a chance, or vanilla saplings and witchery saplings will get you a different one of these captured magics. So, alright, so now that you have the oak one, all you gotta do in order to do this is you need to drop in mandrake root, exhaled, and egg. I do recommend that you do them in order. For some of them it doesn't matter, but for some other recipes it will matter. So do recommend dropping them in order. What you'll see is little particle effects, and you'll see that these particles start to swirl around. And whenever they're done, you should get yourself some Mutandis. Nice. Alright, so that is how you get Mutandis. Now Mutandis you're going to need quite a bit of, so keep in mind you're going to need to use this Witch's Cauldron quite a bit. And what you do is you find yourself some vanilla grass, or sapling, or flower. Anything that's vanilla will work, or witchery. And you just need to right click it, and you'll start to get other types of vanilla or witchery stuff. So there's quite a few things or saplings and plants that can only be attained this way. So, and if you need birch or spruce, like I said, you're gonna need these to get other captured magics in the oven. Hey, look, glintweed. That's a witchery based one. So glintweed is one of the ones you need Mutandis for. Get acacia. Need more Mutandis. So just keep clicking all these. There we go. Here we go. Hawthorn. Hawthorn is one of the 3 trees that we're going to want. Ember moss. Ember moss is another plant that you can only get through Mutandis. You do need shears to pick up any of the mosses. Hopefully we get the other one here soon. Alder sapling. So hawthorn, alder. Let's start grabbing these. Get a lily pad. Spanish moss. Spanish moss is the other moss, so shears again to get that. And there should be one more I want to show you. Rowan, there we go. Rowan is the other tree. So there are 3 trees that you're going to want to get because you will need them to put in the witch's oven to get the captured clay jars out of them. So let's see. There, witch's oven. So you get Reek of Misfortune from Hawthorn. So each of these will give you a different one, and you're gonna need a lot of them. So keep that in mind. You might want to make a farm, start harvesting them. So as you get those going, you're then gonna be able to start doing some brewing. So what's a witch without brewing? So let's get ourselves a kettle. A kettle is made as so, and a tombstone requires a diamond, lava bucket, and a whiff of magic. Whiff of magic is the rowan sapling in the witch's oven. So that's how you get that. So if you put the kettle down, you don't have to put between blocks, but it just looks so much nicer. So the way this works is you have to fill it with water, and then you put the ingredients in. So there's a lot of different brews that you can make. Let's see. Let's actually look at the book real fast. Like I said, there's a lot of them. Where's brewing? Brews and infusions. So brews. Brew of vines, brew of webs, thorns, ink, sprouting, erosion, raising. There's a lot of them. You'll see some require ultra power. We'll get to the altar here in just a little bit. Brew of love, frost. Yeah. So like I said, there's a lot of them. One that you're going to need for progression is sleeping. Brew of sleeping, as you can see, goes in as so. It's going to require a brew of love, which is, you should know how to get all these. The whiff of magic, like I said, the rowan sapling, the water artichoke that you get from planting. So it's going to require a bit of crafting. And some purified milk, not too difficult at all. Odor of purity. It's in the witch's oven with the hawthorn. So should be able to get all this. And in order to do this, all you gotta do is get your ingredients. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's not too difficult. Okay, so all you gotta do is get your ingredients. It doesn't really matter what order you throw them in. So just get close to it. And you're gonna toss one in. You'll see it starts to go. Another one. You can just keep tossing them in. And you'll see whenever you have the recipe done, it'll start to make these green slimy particles. So all you're gonna do from there is get yourself some glass bottles, and you're gonna do right click. So 1, 2, 3. So you'll get 3 clicks out of it every time. However, if you make yourself a witch's costume, which requires some golden thread, which you use a spinning wheel for. So a spinning wheel, not difficult to make, but I believe it requires altar power, so we'll get to it in a second. But if you have the witch's outfit on, the hat has impregnated leather, uses some of the captured, wits, captured saplings, and that will get you the witch's outfit, which gives you a chance of second brews, so you can get up to 6. So something you're gonna want to have while doing the kettle recipes, because you can, it does take a long time to get some of these together. All right, so that's the kettle. So the next, there's a couple more crafting mechanics here that I want to talk about, but they're going to require an altar. So an altar, you need some rowan wood, so from the rowan tree, breath of the goddess, which is birch sapling, exhale, which was oak, water bottle, and some stone bricks, and you need 6 of them because this is a multi-block. So if we just build this like so, you'll see it'll form, it'll turn into, it'll have some red on top, and you see we have 553 power, and it's generating at 1x speed. So this altar power is very important, as you saw for some of the brews, that they will require some altar power. And also the distillery, which is made as so, the tombstone we talked about, some clay jars, requires altar power in order to work. So it just needs to be somewhere in the vicinity of it. It has a decent range. And you see that little icon that was there? That meant it had no altar power, but once it figured it out that it did, you're now able to use this. So the distillery works pretty simply. You put your clay jars there, and it'll run off of the power of the altar, and it will distill lots of different, more, captured stuff. So, like Tear of the Goddess, you're going to need Breath of the Goddess and some lapis. All you got to do is throw the 2 ingredients in, and you'll get all these out. It's a guarantee every time. So there's quite a few of these. Yeah. So that's the way that the distillery works. The spinning wheel, crafted as so, another tombstone, some wool, item frames, not too difficult. Also requires altar power, as you see. Yep. And there's only a few recipes for this one. I'm talking about the wispy cotton and the disrupt cotton a little bit. You can make cobwebs, make golden thread. Golden thread I told you about you need for the witch's outfit. So also runs off the altar power, and it's pretty easy to use. So, all right. Anyways, the altar. The way this works is it will gain more power based on nature around it. So what that means is if you get yourself some saplings. So we have 662 right now. So if I plant a sapling and I grow it, you'll see it should have got more. There it is, 880. So as you have more plant life around it, variety is good. You'll start to get more and more power. There it goes. So that's how you increase your altar power. So more variety, the better. You can plant plants around it, so any kind of plant is going to help. Also, there are some modifiers for it. A good one, Wither Skull. That will give you a good bonus. See, it got like 3 times there. The Candelabra, pretty easy to make as well. Tombstone, some torches, some iron. It's a witchery item, and it will also increase. Might just be the regen. Dragon Egg, if you have a Dragon Egg, increases it as well. Should see. There it goes. Another couple things, you can do a chalice. A chalice you can make like so. Also, you can fill this chalice with some redstone soup, which you have to make in the kettle. Takes a bit of time. Drop of luck you have to make in the witch's cauldron. And this is one of those recipes I was telling you about, where it's very important that you drop them in order. Yeah, so make sure you do that. And then if you fill it, it should provide even more of a bonus. As you see, we already got 5,000. So if this was filled, so I can fill it real fast. So let's get a filled chalice. Boom. There we go. See, 6,000 power. And we only have a few trees around here. So, as I said, these modifiers can get pretty good. Another good one is the Arthana, as you saw me using. It's a Witchery weapon. And it's pretty easy to make. And it will increase the range on the altar. So if there was anything like outside the range, it will start now to detect it. And it possibly could increase it. Also, it gives you more range for now the distillery and the spinning wheel. The Arthana, however, by itself is used for, obviously killing mobs. And whenever you kill mobs, you have a chance to get special items dropped, such as like a creeper heart, which you saw you needed for the witch's outfit. So they can drop just from killing them, but you have more chance of getting them if you kill a creeper with the Arthana. Also like wool of the bat, if you kill a bat. All these are crafting components. Like tongue of dog as well. So quite a few things. Alright, anyways. So now that we have our altar up, we can start doing some circle magic. So circle magic requires chalk, pretty much. So you need Tear of the Gods, which requires the distillery, as so. So obviously you just gotta throw those ingredients in. Some wood ash, which you get from melting down the saplings in the witch's oven, and some gypsum, which is also distilling using quicklime and foul fume in the witch's oven. And quicklime is just crafting from wood ash. So pretty easy to do. You're also going to need to get yourself some gold chalk. Gold, I think it's golden chalk. Yeah, golden chalk. So the golden chalk goes in the middle. It's mandrake, gold nugget, ritual chalk in the cauldron, and that will get you that as so. I'm actually going to move this for now. Alright, so now to draw these, all you got to do is find a center point as so. And then there's 3 different sizes and also 3 different chalks. So there's the ritual chalk, the otherware chalk, and the infernal chalk. So if we look into our book here for circle magic and right here, you'll see it gives a lot on it, like I said, 86 pages. And it will show you what kind of circle you need. So this is white circle 7x7. It tells you the ritual and what's required, how much altar power is required. So there's a lot of these, like I said. So I will show you off how to do it, but I also I'm not going to show all of them just because there's so many of them. I will cover more in-depth stuff in a different video. This is kind of just the video on how to progress through Witchery and how to do all the mechanics. So, our first step, let's see, which one should we do? So let's do some of the infusions. So the infusions are pretty important circle magics. I wish they highlighted them a little more, but they have not done so. Anyways, so you can infuse yourself with the power, which can get pretty in-depth. So there's 3 different superpowers you can have. You can have the Ghost of Light, Soul of the World, or the Spirit of Otherware. Or no, there's 4 of them actually, and the Infernal Animus, I'm sorry. So these 4 will give you a superpower. So let's do one of these. So we need a 7x7 and 11x11. So let's do the Ghost of the Light. I like this one. So to draw your circle, all you gotta do is count it out. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it's 3 and 3. 3, and then you just gotta connect them. So you're pretty much drawing hexagons, because this is Minecraft, you can't really draw circles. And then the next one will be out here, and that one was 3, so that makes this one 5. And you see the chalk is taking damage, so they will eventually run out. So just be aware of that. You may have to make another one. If you have a way to repair it, you can repair it as well. Alright, so that's our chalk. Alright, so these infusions, however, just a quick note on them. If you try to infuse yourself with a superpower, it will try and kill you. Just so you know. So I do recommend making yourself a poppet. So poppets are just crafted using some of that Spanish moss I showed you. You can grow Spanish moss if you just place it on the tree. Using a bone needle as well. Bone needle, not too hard to make. I will cover more on the poppets in a different video. But anyways, one of them that you can make is the, if I can find it, Death Protection Poppets. That requires some Diamond Vapor and Drop of Luck. Drop of Luck I showed. Diamond Vapor is in the distillery. As so. Yeah. So lots of crafting you have to do, but if you get yourself a Death Protection Poppet, which I highly recommend for this, or if you have another way to make sure you survive, all you gotta do is toss in your goes to the light, which by itself takes a long time to make because you need quite a few different components to it. And it's just in the kettle, like I said. If you see a sprite that looks like this for the kettle recipe, you usually can't get extra brews from it, so it's not crucial that you wear, Witch's outfit. But that's just so you know. Anyways, so in order to activate one of these, all you have to do is, first of all, pay attention. I have this pop it. You toss in the recipes that are in the book. So show you spirit, or no, we don't want the goes to the light. Make sure you have 2,000 altar power. We do. So this should be close enough. If not, it'll let you know. And some of them will specify you have to do it at night or during a storm. But all you gotta do is toss it in. So let me take this magnet off. There we go. Boom. And it killed me. Nice. It will kill you. So, just so you know. Oh, I forgot to bind them, pop it to me. That's my bad. Anyways, that's a good time to explain. So you need these tag lock kits in order to bind poppets to certain things. So it's just a glass bottle and bone needle, not too hard. In order to bind it to somebody, all you have to do is right click them. However, if they see you, it won't work. So keep that in mind. You want to try and tag lock somebody from behind. If you want to tag lock yourself, the best way to do it is to sleep in a bed and then shift right click the bed with the tag lock. That'll get you a tag lock of yourself. So anyways, you would combine it in here in your crafting with the tag lock, and that would have bound to me. So that little faux pas, but it's okay. So that is the infusion, which I need to actually do again. Let's see if I can get a bed. I guess I can demonstrate it real fast. Get a bed. You can only sleep at night. So no mobs bother me. So you can see we sleep. And shift right click, tag lock. See, tag lock of me. So all I gotta do is combine that with the poppet, and you'll see death protection poppet. So let's try this again. Let's fix that. So toss it in, make sure we have enough altar power. We do. And then give it a right click. You'll see eat it up. Boom, my poppet got consumed. And as you see on the left side of my screen now, I have an infusion bar. So infusion bar is going to help a lot. However, we need to get ourselves a witch's hand. So witch's hand is a drop from a witch. Like I said, better chance if you kill with Arthana. Witch's hand will now, I can use it. There's a lot of different abilities you can do with it. So if I just left click a mob, it'll shoot them up and trap them in an unbreakable barrier. You can also do this with players, by the way. A few other things, like a shift right click will make a barrier wall. If you click on the side of a block, shift right click on the side of the block, it'll make a little bridge. And if you can shift right click on the side, make yourself a bridge, just head across the water. So that's pretty nice. Like I said, I keep stepping on the Ember Moss. There's a few different, or 4 different of the infusions, so each of these will have their own set of abilities. Another use for the infusion power is there's another special infusion in here. If I can find it. Infuse a mystic branch perform at night. So it's an end twig and a mystic unguent, and this will make yourself a mystic branch. So like I said, make sure you perform it at night, and that'll get you a mystic branch. So a mystic branch is your magic wand, pretty much. And there's lots of different things you can do. So if you go right down, I recommend looking all these up on the wiki. It will create light. So it creates a little torch. It's pretty nice. I know right, left is flipendo, and it'll knock mobs and players back. So like I said, there's a ton of different ones. There's some that you have to unlock through certain means, such as killing bosses, so keep that in mind as well. So that's the Mystic Branch. There is a lot of different infusions. Like the infusions are kind of the most important part of progressing through it. So like you make a crystal ball, which is kind of required for summoning a boss as well. Way to infuse a stone, communicate with a coven. I'll talk about coven here in just a little bit. Brew of soaring. You can infuse certain brews. Necromantic stone. Yeah, there's lots of different ones that you can make. You can curse players, remove the curses. Anyway, so another thing you want to be able to do is summon. So you can summon a demon, if I can find the right one. So you can summon a demon using Refine Evil, Blaze Power, and a Permanent Villager. So it'll use the Villager in here. And it will summon a demon. So if I swap over into Creative, I'll show off the demon. You can perform multiple rites at once. So if you want to combine summoning the demon with... if I can find it, there's a ritual that will keep mobs within the middle circle. So if you, in order to do that, all you would do is you drop the ingredients in for that first, and then the ingredients for summoning the demon. Give it a right click, it'll activate the barrier first, and then continue to activate the other one. Because if you did the barrier and then try to activate it again, you would right click and it would turn off the first ritual. So you can combine these rites, so remember that, as long as your circles are correct. Alright, so if we get ourselves a demon, the demon is very important because you can either kill him and he has a chance to drop you a demon heart, or, hopefully it'll let me do this, you can trade with him. And he has several different trades, and you can trade for demon hearts. So he will attack you. I'm just in creative, so he's not going to attack me. So keep that in mind. And he does cause some damage, so be aware of that. Alright, so that's the demon. Oh, actually let me summon him peaceful. Nice. Alright, let's get rid of him real fast. Wow, most resilient demon ever. Okay. So that's the demon. That's how you get demon hearts, which you're going to need for some distillation. Anyways, let's take a look at the brew of sleeping. This is quite important, actually. So the brew of sleeping, as I was talking about before, is quite important because what you can do is you can go to the spirit realm with this. And so what's going to happen is, as you make this brew, you drink it, and you'll have you'll fall asleep, so your body will stay here in the overworld. So I recommend, being in a safe area. But when you drink it, you'll see we will get teleported to a new dimension where, give it a second, you either you have a chance to have a dream or a nightmare. So when you just drink a brew with nothing around you, just normal drinking it, you have a 1% chance to have a good dream and a 99% chance to have a nightmare. So yeah, as you see, we're having a nightmare as noted by the dark sky and the just dreary atmosphere. But it's very important that you come here. As you can see, my inventory cleared as well, except for a few certain items that you can bring with you. And I'll switch over to easy because I just saw him disappear. There are nightmares that will chase you around. There he is, this guy. So they'll chase you around and they're just annoying and they hurt you. So they're going to try and kill you to wake you up. You can wake yourself up if you bring one of those icy needles I talked about. So that's the use of those. You saw that little fairy that was floating around. There he is. These you can punch them or shoot them, do whatever you want. And it should turn them into a subdued spirit, which you need for some in-depth circle magic. But anyways, this area mimics the overworld. So as you can see, this is pretty much exactly where I am in the overworld. There's a lot of generation that doesn't happen because of other mods. So what you want to look in here for is some wispy cotton. So hopefully I can find some. It's really hard when you have Botania installed because there's just so many flowers. Hopefully I can find some. Is that it? No. I mean, it's not a huge deal. I'll just show you what it looks like. So you can get wispy cotton. So this stuff can be found here. So this is what it looks like. So all you do is punch it. You'll get some. But this is one of the few things you can carry back with you. The only downside is, though, if you return to the overworld while you have this cotton, if you had a nightmare, so if I right click, I return, you'll see that it becomes, no, if I wasn't in creative, it would become disturbed cotton. Disturbed cotton. So this is what you would have got if you came back in the normal means. So disturbed cotton can be used to create tormented twine. You're using the recommits fortune, which is just the alder sapling, in the spinning wheel. So the spinning wheel coming into play here, and you can make dream weavers out of this. You can see that some of them require the fanciful thread. The fanciful thread is the same thing as the tormented twine using the normal wispy cotton. So in order to get the normal wispy cotton, you need to have a good dream. So either you rely on that 1% chance, or you get some of this tormented twine and you make yourself a dream weaver of nightmares. So this will help a lot for your chances of having a good dream whenever you fall asleep. So if you get the Dreamweaver Nightmares and you take another Brew of Sleeping while you're by it, you can just place it anywhere. Let's see if we get lucky. So this should increase your chances of having a good dream, as it looks like I am now, to about 50%. So those nightmares will no longer chase you around, and you can run around and collect the cotton normally. Then whenever you come back, you'll come back with the normal wispy cotton, which you can make the fanciful thread, and the fanciful thread you can start making lots of other cool things with it. So that's the spirit realm. Whew, okay, so I know it was a lot, lots of different mechanics here, and there's still plenty more to it. Like that, this is just how to do Witchery. There's still lots of things we haven't checked out, lots of bosses we're going to check out. So there's going to be a couple more videos based just on Witchery here to explain, just some of the items, a few more mechanics, some of the just so many circle magic that there are. I didn't even talk about enchanting your broom. You can fly on a broom. It's one of the infusions as well. But I think that'll do it for this part of the model review. So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something. And I'll be back next time to look at the cow burning and show you guys some of the items that are included and also some of the bosses that are also in Witchery. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.